I mean, I think it would be a really, really good hire. What's the narrative out there? All of these top West Coast quarterbacks leaving the West Coast. Who better to keep those guys home than the dude who's produced Heisman Trophy winners in a bunch of the most recent seasons? Um, that would be quite the coup for Mike Bone at USC. And if you believe LSU was after Riley pretty hard, and I do, it's going to make you say, USC just beat out LSU for the
Yeah.
coach.
Wow. That is the flip of how I ranked those jobs when they first came open.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
do you
I,
think that is?
I don't know. If they get Lincoln Riley, that tells me that they are going to be really pretty damn competitive, right? Like LSU is going to be quote unquote all in, you know? There's a lot less competition out west, man. Arizona State is apparently keeping Herm Edwards. Arizona State has 5 commitments, right? Every year they keep him, they're going to fall further and further behind. Oregon's your big competition. I don't think if like USC at max capacity, they're not scared of UCLA, nor should they be, based on history and resources and whatnot. I don't know.
I think this is happening, by the way. Expect announcement in the next 24 hours, according to them, with final details being worked out. Holy cow, bud! We got Lincoln
Live on
Riley.
air, man.
Lincoln Riley going to USC, reportedly being targeted, final details being worked out. Sprinkle all the allegedlys and all the reportedlys on there. No job is ever offered until it's offered. But goodness gracious, what an incredible loss for Oklahoma. What an incredible win for USC. And while I just said in this very emergency podcast that everyone's an idiot when you have a coaching hire. If there's a coaching hire grade that I would feel confident in, USC hiring Lincoln Riley away from Oklahoma would be about as close to a confident A as I could imagine.
I would agree. Pretty proven winner. He's taking his team to the playoffs. Really good recruiter. No doubt about it. That's a pretty nice hire for them if this actually comes to fruition. By the way, Feldman last night would not be surprised if USC took a big swing to try and pry Lincoln Riley away from OU now. Like this must have been swirling very late last night that this could happen because Oklahoma people were worried about this.
People were nervous.
But not about USC.
Mm-hmm.
At least not the ones that I knew. Yeah.
Yeah. So they were feeding off the same stuff. All right. So let's start to spin this ahead. First of all, Lincoln at USC. You mentioned that Oregon is the big competition right now. And if you're Lincoln Riley, you've got more college football playoff appearances than Mario Cristobal does. You step in and you immediately have a longer track record in terms of big time Power 5 success. So is it realistic? The Trojans have a roster that had, I believe, one really bad recruiting cycle, and then the rest wasn't like up in that top 5 range, but not awful over the last couple of years. I believe it is a talented roster. I am willing to overreact and say that Lincoln Riley, based on the talent that is there now, what he might be able to do in the transfer portal, should have USC competing for Pac-12 championships right away.
I don't think so. I don't think USC's talent development has been very good there recently under Clay Helton. They're not a very physical football team. That's not something you're going to be able to fix overnight. And I would hope that USC would have some patience, obviously, as basically anybody should with the new coaching hire, to let Lincoln get his people in there, get them hired, and start recruiting and start building up that roster. Transfer portal could be pretty nice. Lincoln has shown a willingness to use the transfer portal there when he was in Norman. I guess he still is in Norman as of the time of this this chatter. But no, I don't think they're going to be competing for national championships in the first year or two. Jackson Dart is a pretty nice piece to have at quarterback. Lincoln can go get not any quarterback he wants, but there's a whole lot of guys who would enjoy playing quarterback for him there. This is, it seems like I don't want to use the word slam dunk, but this is absolutely a hire that if they get this done would exceed the expectations that I had for them based on recent weeks.